Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Pokemon Solos, where today we have the Primate versus Poliwrath and we have the Poliwrath run. Now we already had the Primate run and he did pretty well at 5 hours and 26 minutes. We're going to see exactly how Poliwrath can do here. And quite frankly, Poliwrath is a different type of Pokemon here. He's not really good. I would say not good. He's not really great at anything. And as you can see here, when you look at his base stats, everything is kind of like it totals up to 500, but nothing is actually like great. And in type of solo runs, you want to have something you're good at. And its move pool is decent, but it can't learn some of the like great moves. And even though it gets psychic, it can't really utilize it because the special attack is solo. As you can see, his base special is 70. Now, there's going to be a few good things that happen, and there's going to be it's also going to be a bad thing, and I'll show you in a second. But yes, Poliwrath. And the reason why we're doing Poliwrath versus Primate is, well, they're both fighting type Pokemon, and they do something a little bit different. They're not really that just regular fighting type. I know Primate is, but Poliwrath is fighting in water, so he has some different techniques he can use outside of regular fighting Pokemon. So I think these are two really good, evenly matched Pokemon, and we're gonna see how this run goes. Now, starting off with Poliwrath, it is a fully evolved Pokemon, so it's gonna have some moves that regular Poliwag wouldn't have. That's the pre-evolved Pokemon of Poliwrath. And you can see we have Double Slap, Submission, Water Gun, and Hypnosis, and I'm just gonna have fun with it. Because the first battle, more than likely, unless you're going to play, something that doesn't have an attack, you're going to win. More than likely, you're going to win the first battle. So this one's nothing. But as you can see, Poliwrath has a pretty decent move set to start off with. You have Hypnosis. Hypnosis should be a lot more dangerous than what it is. The problem with Hypnosis is it's 60% accuracy, which means it's more like 50% accurate when you use it. So if you hit 3 times in a row, more than likely you're going to miss, 2 out of the next 3, and then 3 out of the next 4. And that's the problem with Hypnosis. But we're going to see how long we can use it, because it is a good move, putting Pokemon to sleep, even though it's not as great as it was in Generation 1. And it continued to, I guess I would say, not be as strong going into further generations. It's still a technique to have that you should utilize, especially if you can get them to sleep minimum 2 rounds. That gives you a big boost in any battle. So we're gonna see how long we use it. And the good news about Poliwrath is, like I said, it's water and fighting. We're going to be facing Brock soon, and Brock has rock Pokemon, and rock Pokemon are weak against fighting and water. So good start there for Poliwrath. And Poliwrath has an ability that's going to actually come in play where he can absorb water attacks and turn them into hit points. And so with some of the AI in this game, they're going to kind of do water attacks because that's what they have, and it's going to be something that's going to benefit him quite well. And in this battle you see here with Brock, you see Poliwrath, all we have to really do is do Water Gun. You could play around with this. Poliwrath's not going to lose to Brock unless you really go really ridiculous. But I go for Submission, just see how much it does. Of course it misses. What else is new? But Submission does half. But other than that, I was like, okay, I know it does something decent, but Water Gun is going to take it out because Onyx has no special. And so we're going to jump all the way to Misty. And usually I fight Gary first, but I can actually fight Misty. And the reason for it is what I said was Misty has a move called Water Pulse, and it won't affect Poliwrath. It'll give him hit points. So we can just jump right into it at level 18, and we should have a good shot at this. Even though it does go for hard, and I'm still going to go for Mega Punch. Mega Punch is my best move, and we can just finish it off. Of course, it goes for a Super Potion, and we try to go for a Water Gun. It doesn't work out. And as you can see, you see it right there. Even though we got that critical hit, he went for a Water move. and it didn't do anything to me, so it's a good benefit. This match is a little bit tricky because Starmie does have Swift, and it's going to use that Swift to its advantage as far as it possibly can go. So I'm going for the Hypnosis. You saw that there. I'm going for the Mega Punch to try to finish it off, and it gets really close, tight, but we get done. We get it done. And as you can see, water Pokemon do not have a good shot at Poliwrath. And we're going to try to hopefully, like I said, use that to our advantage, keeping going in this battle. But right now we have Gary. Gary, we're going to do Mega Punch. Bulbasaur is tricky. And to be quite honest, Bulbasaur can be difficult if it's actually used right. So we're going to go for Hypnosis, goes to sleep, and we're going to try to knock it out. Now, of course, it wakes up, it puts us to sleep, and now we're kind of screwed, and it's going for Vine Whip. And Vine Whip hits again. Oh, and that's it. So as you can see, my Hypnosis worked for 1 round, his Sleep Powder worked for 3 rounds, and we're out. So yeah, that's the problem with Hypnosis. It's no bueno. I mean, I wouldn't say it's no bueno, but it is good. But you have to really, like, hit the iron while it's hot. And now we finally get through Bulbasaur there, and Abra's piece of cake. Don't even have to worry about that. And Rattata has no special. So if you actually have a Pokemon that has any type of special attack, use it against Rattata. If you have a fighting Pokemon, use it against Rattata. Fighting moves are super effective against normal types. So now we're going to go to Gary number 3. And nothing seriously is going to change because, well, as you've seen in my previous videos, we go for Poor Man's Body Slam, it's a secret power. I call it Poor Man's Body Slam because it has base power 70. And outside of like Rock Tunnel, Mount Moon, or Victory Road, its secondary effect is to paralyze 30% of the time. Body Slam paralyzed 30% of the time, and it did 85 base power. So yeah, Poor Man's Body Slam, we have it. And Poliwrath's attack is good, not great, good. So it's going to help us out a lot. And at this point, I want to talk about something that is concerning with Poliwrath, and it's its nature. But first, let's go ahead and take care of Lucidity Surge real quick. Now, yeah, you see that we're going to going up against an electric gym. And usually, yeah, you should be a little concerned. But I have a good feeling Pikachu is very weak. So all you have to do is really go up against the Raichu. As you can see, Water Pulse takes it out. And so all we have is Raichu. Raichu usually goes for double team. What else is new? And we get a good break. We didn't miss. Water Pulse goes for it again. And you see we're right there. We're close. We get it confused. It goes for Shockwave. It gives me a critical hit. Now we're a little nervous. But all we have to do is hit and we win. So we're moving on. But Poliwrath's nature is Hardy. What Hardy does is pretty much it boosts every stat you have equally. And yeah, you're watching me mollywop Giovanni. It's fine. Now, why that's a concern is I need Poliwrath's attack to be great to utilize his fighting stats, and I can't do that because everything is going to start going up equally, which means that that horrible special attack I had, I have to find a way to use it now because it's all going equally. So yeah, so you saw Giovanni get mollywopped. I didn't have to talk about it because he's just super effective again. And now we're going to go up against Gary number 4. And we're going to have some fun here. So it goes for Sand Attack. Sand Attack is god-awful in any run. And we got Brick Break missing now. As you can see, this is why we do not like Sand Attack. And we take out the Pidgeotto. Now we're going up against Kadabra. All we had to do was hit. We won that battle. Ivysaur is going to be a little bit tricky, but we have Psychic. Never mind, not tricky at all. I got 10 levels on it. I forgot about the 10 levels, my bad. And so we're going against Gyarados, and Gyarados is definitely the challenging one of Gary's Pokemon. Not for this battle, but later down the line, because I don't have any moves that are just going to be, really good against Gyarados. So we'll see how it goes. And Growlithe, 2-hit KO, we're good. So we're looking good there. You know what? I'm feeling kind of antsy. Let's go ahead and face Gary number 5 before we go up against Erica. I have a better chance. I think I have a better chance at beating Gary number 5 than I do Erica. for obvious reasons. But you see Pidgey ends up giving us Feather Dance, which kind of puts us in a hole. Alakazam goes for Calm Mind, so we are definitely feeling it. And as you can see, Alakazam outspeeds me, so that's troubling. Alakazam has moves that are super effective against me, so we can only keep our fingers crossed that we don't have to run through that again. And then you see we go from Alakazam, we go to Venusaur, and Venusaur puts me to sleep, and there goes Razor Leaf. And yeah, you're starting to see something happen. Fortunately, we wake up just in time. We get the Psychic off, so all we have now is Gyarados. Can we take out this Gyarados? If we can, Dragon Rage, we're out. And that's going to be a little bit of a challenge. But here we go. We're going to try a different strategy this time. We're going for Hypnosis quickly. Of course, Hypnosis misses. It goes for Wing Attack. Wing Attack does a little bit of damage. But we're going to get that Hypnosis in, and we're going to start going for our moves. As you can see, we have Water Pulse, Brick Break, and Psychic still. Those are right now my best moves I can do. And we got Brick Break for Alakazam. Alakazam is now going to be a 2-hit KO. Goes for Future Sight, which is what I need. And I have enough health if I can put this Venusaur to sleep. Boom. So now we're fine as long as we can just take it out before it goes to sleep, before it wakes up. It doesn't wake up. Awesome. So now we're going up against Gyarados with 80 health, and that's pretty good. We can take one Dragon Rage, but we want to put it to sleep. And now Hypnosis is actually working. If you remember what I said earlier, we just had 3 Hypnosis work in a row. So sooner or later, these Hypnosis aren't going to work. It goes for Dragon Rage. I have 40 health left for Growlithe, which is easy. Water Pulse is a 1-hit KO. So yes, like I said, we could take out Gary number 5 really easily, which means we can now go back and take, well, first we have to finish Sylph Company and take out Giovanni. Like I said, Giovanni, I'd say 75% of the time is a cakewalk. And anybody that plays this game knows Giovanni is a cakewalk because you have a lot of moves that you can find that can go up against any of his team, and we'll be fine. So Giovanni's doing his thing. Tail Whip doesn't do anything. Really can't attack me. Could poison me, but it doesn't. Go Brick Breaking against Kangaskhan because Kangaskhan is normal, and fighting is super effective against normal types. And we take it out 2-hit KO, and Rhyhorn's going to be a 1-hit KO. Oh, I lied. 2-hit KO because I use Brick Break, and it has defense over its special. So yeah, so now we're going to go back to Erica. And we are at a high enough level where Psychic should be a 1-hit KO. That's what I needed. I couldn't afford Psychic not being a 1-hit KO, and we got it. So we're good. Now we're up against Vileplume. Even Vileplume won't be a 1-hit KO. It is. I'm saying if it wasn't, then it Stun Spores me. It's okay because it's the last Pokemon. But, you know, for Erica against Poliwrath, you want this Psychic move to be a 1-hit KO. And yeah, it's actually kind of funny. Like I said, Poliwrath can learn Psychic, which is awesome, but he doesn't have great special. So it's just like you grind your teeth about it because you're just so frustrated that he doesn't have, you know, that great. He has this great move, but can't really utilize it to its full effect. But now we're going up against Koga. Koga is going to be Koga always, if you're not using like a Psychic type Pokemon, is challenging. You know, and of course Psychic 1-hit KOs because I'm at a high enough level, and Coughing doesn't have it. But this Muck is always annoying. So we go for Psychic. It actually doesn't. We don't miss. Hallelujah. We go through and we're looking good. We only have 2 Pokemon left. I haven't been hit by Toxic. And we have this Weezing. We're at level 47, so we're high enough level. Can we take out the Weezing? Ooh, and it goes for Toxic. Okay, the good news is Toxic won't be able to do too much to me right now, even though it goes for a Hyper Potion, because it takes about 5 rounds for it to knock me out. So all I have to do is kind of like wait it out, and usually with all these gym leaders, about 2 Hyper Potions, and then that's it. So we're moving on. Now we've gotten that badge. We're going to go ahead and face Blaine because we don't want to face Sabrina yet. So we're going to take out Blaine. Blaine's going to be super easy. What I ended up doing was, well, switching. You see I have Surf now, so we switch for Surf. Surf is a heck of a lot better move. Only issue I have with Surf, using it before I get to the final 26, is that you can't delete the move, so you're kind of stuck with it unless you go to the move deleter, which is in Fuchsia City, by the way, next to the next to Koga's gym and to the left of the Pokemon Center. So Blaine was a piece of cake. Here comes Sabrina. So we just have to make sure that our secret power, Poor Man's Body Slam, does enough damage. And you see me, I'm kind of like closing my eyes, hoping it does do enough damage, because one Psychic could take me out actually. And there's a Psybeam, and I'm not talking about them, I'm talking about when it comes to that Alakazam. The Alakazam can take me out. But as you can see, Secret Power is going to eventually does its job, and you see it paralyze Mr. Mime, which makes it Poor Man's Body Slam. Now I go for Surf like an idiot, and somehow it does half damage. I'm like, oh, okay, that's pretty awesome. But we take out the Alakazam with Secret Power, Poor Man's Body Slam, and all we have to do is do Psychic to Venomoth. It's super effective, and boom, we're moving on. And so now we're at the last gym. We are at Giovanni. And just take a guess how this is gonna go. Yeah, really simple. I can surf my way through this. I kid you not. And look at it. The reason for it, all his Pokemon are weak to water. Nidoqueen, Nidoking, they're all weak to water. This is just easy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 surfs and you are living La Vida Loca. And we're moving on. Just that simple. Yeah, Giovanni's easy. As you can see, usually the first 8 badges aren't difficult. The problem is, well, Gary number 6 and the final 26. So here we go. I'm trying to think of my odds. What do I want to do? I want to go for Surf, see how much it does. It goes for Feather Dance. It's not going to really hurt me too much. I'm not using Poor Man's Body Slam, even though I want to against Alakazam. I'm going to go for Hypnosis to put it to sleep. Hypnosis misses. What else is new? I'm going for it again. Guess what? Oh, he falls asleep. Go for Poor Man's Body Slam. It does. We're going to do this. It's going to be a 4-hit KO. Well, I'm okay with that. Go for Surf. It goes for Future Sight. Great. That's the best move it could do. Well, it has Reflect, but that's the best move. It goes for Psychic. Now it goes for Growth. This might be good for me. Oh, critical hit. Never mind. Well, usually when Venusaur goes for Growth, it goes for Solar Beam afterwards, but it doesn't have Solar Beam yet. Even though technically when you fight it, it should, but I'm not going to get into that. Surf's going to be 1-hit KO against Rhyhorn, and now we're facing the one that scares me the most, Gyarados. And there goes another missed Hypnosis, but it goes for Rain Dance. So that helps me out. That's awesome. And yeah, it goes for Hydro Pump. Look at that. It went for Hydro Pump and it gave me hit points back. So like I said, these water moves and its ability is it's really good. It does really well. So without further ado, it's time for the final 26. And if you haven't understood what the final 26 is, that's just me saying the Elite Four and Gary. It's the final 26 Pokemon. It's the Pokemon that overall matter in any of these runs. And we have to keep our fingers crossed that we can get Poliwrath at a low enough level and to keep the time going. His time is actually pretty awesome. So let's take a look at his stats. And yeah, as you can see, nothing is great. Everything's above 100, which is good, but well, do like I always do, go head first into the battle and see what I can do. Going for Brick Break, see how much it does. It's going to be a 2-hit KO. It goes for Safeguard, so that's good. So we're good there. We're cruising. So we got the first Pokemon down, and here comes Slowbro. I learned my lesson quickly against Slowbro. And its name, well, to be quite honest, it is utilizing its name quite well. This battle was a battle. And to give it, I know some people might miss this, but to give it a baseball reference, this was like we were going up against the 12th and 13th pitch on one batter. And we couldn't strike him out. And as you can see, the problem here is all my moves are weak against Slowbro. All of them. And he can put me to sleep as well as I can put him to sleep. So yes, it's just me trying to whittle him down, and then L insert name here. uses a full restore, and it's just bad news bears. And so now I get frozen. It's just back and forth. And this is the first time I fight Slowbro. And, well, to me, it's quite just fascinating that all these moves really don't affect Slowbro as much. And I'm just like and I finally got the special drop at the last minute when I didn't need it. And I'm like, all right, screw it. Let's just, see what happens. And here I'm contemplating, do I want to reset? And I was like, nah, I'm not going to reset. Just finish it off. See what you can do. Yep, and it's over. So, yeah, that's the first battle. And so we have to change our plan up quickly. I can't even go into this again like I normally do to figure it out. I have to figure out the battle now. And it's time for us to bring in Bulk Up. And this was tough. I got rid of Hypnosis for Bulk Up. And as much as I wanted to keep Hypnosis, I didn't want to lose any of my other moves. And you see Bulk Up, what it does is raises attack and defense, the physical side of it, attack and defense up. So when I get ready to use my Brick Break, it is really a legitimate Brick Break. And we're going to I try to go for 6 Bulk Ups. Main reason for it is you want to be able to hit hard, not this Dugong, but we have to take out that Slowbro. If Slowbro uses Yawn, just forget about it. It's over. And Hell's raining down. Hell actually hits Slowbro, so that's a good thing. And you see all those Bulk Ups I had only do half. The good news is he gets hit by Hail, so this Brick Break's going to take it out. Even if it didn't, the Hail was going to take him out, so we were good there. And the rest of his Pokemon are going to be a cakewalk because I'm so bulked up. Horrible joke. And so we're going to be able to take them out, primarily because they're all Ice type, and fighting is super effective against Ice. So, yeah, we'll be taking out. And even though it didn't say super effective against Jinx, Jinx has no defense. So you could seriously slap it with a tackle, and we probably would have won. Being a little sarcastic, but it's a possibility that could have been that way. So now we're going to go up against Bruno. And, yeah, Bruno is, well, as easy as he normally is. Bruno and Giovanni are very similar. They're too easy or they're frustrating. It's never like they're too hard. They're just frustrating because they do like some simple things that will just make you want to just scream at them. Like this Hitmonchan, for instance, goes for Rock Tomb, lowers my speed. So now I'm going to be slower than Hitmonlee. Hitmonlee can come up and Brick Break me. Okay, I can take another Brick Break. We're good. I'm going to take him out right now. Yeah, it went from Mega Kick. And like I said, that's why I said Bruno can be frustrating, because if I don't get that, Rock Tomb that slows me down, we're cruising. So now we're gonna do this again. We got to go up against Bruno again, and we raise our levels up. So I use some rare candies, and now it got easier for Ellen to name here. We take out those 2 Onyx. And we're going up against this Hitmonchan. So me and this Hitmonchan, we're trying to get a 1-hit KO on it. I want to see, my thought process is Psychic is such a good move, but my Surf is also a stab. So I'm trying to see what does better. And of course, here we go, Rock Tomb. So we're slower. The good news is I have a lot more HP this time. And so even if it does go for its Mega Kick, as you see there, I'm still going to be able to 2-hit KO it. And the Mega Kick misses, so that's good. And now we're going to go up against Machamp. Machamp, we're hoping that my Psychic can do enough damage. And, alright, perfect. We just did over half. It goes for Bulk Up. That's great because Psychic is a special attack. So it's going to be a 3-hit KO. Oh, never mind. 2-hit KO. Boom. And we're moving on. Righteous. So, like I said, Bruno can be frustrating. And here comes Agatha. Agatha is tough. As tough as it to say her name for some odd reason, that's how tough she is. And as you can see, Psychic doesn't 1-hit KO because, once again, its Poliwrath's special isn't great, even though we're 9 levels above. And as you can see, here we go. 1, 2 times I hurt myself. 3 times I hurt myself. And there's the 4th time. I never seen a confusion. 1 go to 5 turns and also connect 4 times in a row. I've seen 5 times, and you see Air Cutter knocks me out. Wonderful. Let's try this again. Hopefully we don't get confusion like we did last time, and it won't be as bad. So super effective goes for double team. Of course, it's gonna go for double team. I'm going for psychic. Actually, I'm gonna go for surf because I'm trying. It's gonna be a 2-hit KO anyways, and I'm trying to hope I hit, and I do. So all we gotta do is get 1 more hit in. Good, double team didn't affect us. We're actually full health, and we're ready to rock and roll. We're ready to take out this Golbat. Golbat's pretty weak. So, and we actually used the last bit of our rare candies. So we are at level 66, not at level 63. So we're rocking and rolling. We're going to have 2 Pokemon left. We're going to have a Gengar and Arbok. And how is this going to pan out? Well, we have enough levels on the Gengar, but it still outspeeds us. So that's a little concerning. But its move pool doesn't really have anything except for Hypnosis that can really affect us. And it doesn't go for Hypnosis, so we're good. Now we're going to go up against Arbok. Arbok can be a little annoying as well if you don't want to hit KO because it has moves that can mess with you. But it normally likes to go for Screech, as you can see. And Screech can be a problem, but since this is the last Pokemon, as you can see, not a problem at all. So yeah, so we're moving on and we're going up against Lance, and here we go. One of the Pokemon I feared the most, Gyarados. And like I said, the reason for fearing Gyarados is, like I said, I don't have anything that can combat the Gyarados. So I actually switched up and put in Ice Beam for Break for this one time only. Because, well, to be quite frank, we're going up against a Dragonite. And we got to kind of hope that we can win this. And as you can see, none of my moves are really doing that well. All these are going to be 4-hit KOs. And we got to pray. Okay, good. Let's go for Twister. So we go for Psychic. That's good. Now, I have to see how much this Wing Attack does from Aerodactyl. Aerodactyl always goes for Wing Attack, and it doesn't knock me out. Good. Even if it was range, it wouldn't knock me out. So I'm happy about that. So I know I can get past Aerodactyl. It's just all about Ice Beaming this Dragonite. Oh, Frozen Solid. Oh, snaps. We got a break. Now, how can he eat a berry while Frozen beats me? But whatever. We got a break there. We have 13 HP, and Dragonairs are not going to be as strong as Dragonite. And these Ice Beams, well, we are good to go. We are moving on to Gary. It's good to know that we got a break. Honest truth. We're not going to be able to take out that Dragonite with 1 Ice Beam. So we're kind of got a break. So if we can actually beat this Gary here, we're good. If we can't, we got to figure out a different strategy. Probably I'm going to have to level up like a few more times, and I don't have any more rare candies. So as you see, I have Blizzard, and Blizzard doesn't 1-hit KO a Pidgeot. Super effective Blizzard. We're in trouble. At this moment, this time I knew I effed up. Because we're in trouble. All right, so now we got this Alakazam. I have Earthquake up, but I forgot we have a Feather Dance and a Reflect. My attack is -3 right now. We're in trouble. And as you can see, that Psychic beats me up. I don't outspeed it. There's nothing I can do. It's going to go for Psychic, and we're lost. All right, let's try this again. So we have to, like I said, we're going to go at it again. We're going to see if we can do something a little bit different. Hopefully we don't get Feather Dance. As you can see, I don't have Blizzard anymore. I go for Ice Beam, and it actually critical hits. So we got a little bit of break here. So Earthquake is still up, and we're going to go for it. We're going to see how much it does. It goes for Reflect, so I'm -1. This is going to be a 3-hit KO. We're not getting through this. So it's official. We can't beat this Alakazam. So we're going to have to level up. So here we go. So we leveled up. We got to level 72. Yes, I had to grind. I hate grinding, by the way, but we had to grind to get to up here. We go for Feather Dance, and I kind of did something different. As you can see, my moves are a little bit different here. Why is that? Well, what kept happening is what you see here is this Alakazam it was this Feather Dance Reflect combo, and nothing was working. So I had to just omit that, and so now we're going for Surf. Now we got this Venusaur, so we're praying that this Venusaur, we can get a Frozen. We're not going to get a Freeze, but what we need is it needs to take in sunlight, and it does. Holy moly. So we just beat the Venusaur. We are close. We have Rhydon, which is not going to be anything to worry about, but here comes this Gyarados. Oh, we have 104 health. It can use Dragon Rage and take us out in 5 turns before we take it out. Okay, here we go. We're going to go for Ice Beam, hopefully for a Freeze. It goes for Thrash. Thrash is good. We're going for Psychic, and then something happens. You see that full restore. I'm in trouble. But watch what happens here. Frozen. Oh. Are you kidding me? Am I going to get through this? So what I'm doing now is I'm going to bulk up. And the reason for I'm bulking up is next up is Arcanine. Arcanine will use extreme speed. So I need to be able to not get hit by that Arcanine. Or if it does use extreme speed, it doesn't knock me out. So I have to use these bulk ups. It's my only strategy that I have right now. I have to pray Gyarados doesn't unfreeze itself. So I'm going for Ice Beam. It's frozen solid still. Oh, he has another full restore. Crap. What's about to happen? Oh, I don't have a freeze here. It's... God, not again. Hydro Pump. As I told you at the beginning, that ability is what's lethal, and Gyarados uses Hydro Pump, and I get hit points back. So I have more than enough hit points. For Arcanine, it won't use extreme speed now. Even though it lowers my attack, it doesn't matter. We go for Surf. It's going to be a one-hit KO, and boom! Wow. Level 73, we beat the game with the Poliwrath at level 73. Machamp 75, Golem 79. Poliwrath with good, not great stats. The move pool is decent. Beats it at level 73. That's really good. To me it is. I don't know, anybody else might say that's gutter trash, but to me that's great. So let's see if this time works out. We did have to grind, which sucked. We didn't have to do that with Primeape, but let's just see where our time is. I feel it's really close to Primeape's. Oh, 7-minute difference. Which means even with the level differential, since Poliwrath went 3 levels higher, Primeape is going to win this thing and be the victor of this matchup between Primeape and Poliwrath. And if you look at the standings here, I now put in some tiers. The reason why I put in tiers is I think if they're in the same tier, if I would run this back, any of them could have the highest, the lowest score or time. So that's why I put them in tiers. Now tell me what you think. Once again, I do appreciate everybody listening in and listening to me ramble on for almost 40 minutes. I have a few more videos coming out. I have a couple videos coming out that were requested. So without further ado, you folks have a wonderful evening. Thanks again. Please subscribe, comment, hate, do whatever you want. Let me know that you love it, hate it. Tell me, text, whatever. I'm cool with it. You folks have a wonderful evening. Take care.